Hi Pisces, welcome to my channel, Martie's Apple Tree. We're here to ask Spirit to show you what you need to see for the fall season, September 2025. Accurate general messages here for Pisces. We have a Knight of Pentacles. That's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo type of energy. Pisces, that's money, 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 money. Stability. When you're focused on taking action towards your stability. Finances. How am I going to turn this, guys? Bam. We have here the Nine of Wands in reverse. We have an apology, Page of Cups. And then we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, North, South, East, and West. Pisces. And look at you, Pisces. You showed up and you're reading them, didn't you? Look at the little fishy in the cup. Okay, Pisces. Okay. Somebody might be apologizing to you for making you carry a lot of weight on your shoulders or do a lot on your own, and they're promising to help or whatnot. The Hangman is in reverse. Oh, the Hangman is, yes, in reverse. The Eight of Swords is upright. What's this? The Fool in reverse. And Six of Pentacles in reverse. Someone's not giving and receiving like they should be, but you're required to not take a risk, but to maintain some type of balance. Definitely balancing your funds, your income, not overspending, but saving and investing in yourself. Okay. And having that patience, staying grounded, not impulsively just, yeah, let's move, let's take a risk. Yeah, I'm just jump off this cliff and follow you. No, you're not doing that. Some of you are throwing in the white towel. You're like, you know what? I'm tired of this. We have the Nine of Wands energy with the Knight of Pentacles. Pisces, I'm hearing somebody got me fucked up. Like, if they think that I'm going to be a workhorse for them, they got nothing coming. I feel like, nah, you're nobody's workhorse. What the hell? You're working hard for you. You're finishing what you started, whether that be some type of schooling, education, degree, a license, or something like that. You're defending and protecting yourself, yeah, and your home and your family or those close to you, yeah. But you're not about to take the trash out and cook and mow the lawn and fluff the pillows and the couch and nah. Some of you, you're stable, you're reliable, you're loyal, you're patient, you know, you're hardworking, you're honest, you're protective. Are you perfect? No, I'm sorry. Do I need to get me a Pisces? No, I'm just kidding. But, you know, working hard to provide for people that you love. You could have grew up seeing your dad or your mom hustle. And I don't know if you grew up in a single parent home and you just watched your parent hustle and that's where you got your motivation to do the same. Like, you know, you care and you work hard to provide for the people you love. You're a good role model. And yeah. So for some of you, damn, did I just stroke your ego like that? For some of you, you want someone solid. You want, in your love life, you want a solid, stable, committed relationship. Don't we all? And you want something practical and patient and protective, and you want that knight in shining armor. You want it all, right? You want a comfortable lifestyle. You may have worked really hard in your past, but if you're with somebody, you're refusing to do that. Like, hell no, if I gotta work this damn hard, I might as well be by myself. I feel like for some of you, if you're a guy Pisces, this is somebody wanting you to do everything. And you're like, nah, they're not even faithful. What they're apologizing for? Stressing you out? I just feel like it's an energy where it's just, you want someone who has the same type of security and support and love that you have. That's all. It's not asking for too much. You're a hard worker and you want someone who's the same. For some of you, you want a partner who understands your drive and has the same goals. And I feel like for some of you, you didn't get that. So you're like, that's it, I'm out. That's it, I'm out. You're like, I'm out. For some of you, you could have been thrown in the white towel at a job. Saying, I don't get enough hours. I don't get enough clients. This is some bull. Okay? This is some BS, okay? And I feel like for some of you, if you're a hard worker, you've had common sense at your job, you're just like, nah, I need to be recognized. I need to be rewarded. Some of you have a lot of long-term ambitions that you're achieving through hard work and perseverance. And I feel like it's all about having a job that's suited to you, suited for you, where it's easy to connect. Some of you would do really good with like groundwork, like working in nature, working in ground, like landscaping or something like that. Like, I don't know if you have your own lawnmower company or business or something like that, you'll be successful in doing something like that. But I feel like you're really working on like building your financial security for the future. You're working hard to achieve that long-term goal of doing so, because you want luxury and quality. Shit, don't we all? You want it, right? And you are willing to work hard to get it. Okay? So I feel like you're getting through. If you had any issues, you're coming out of it with a renewed sense of strength. Some of you could have been sick for a while. Some of you could have had to go to the hospital. I don't know if you have been having migraines or something like that, but whatever it is that was prescribed for you, like, it's going to help you with your physical strength, regaining your energy. You're going to get through whatever current issues, and you're going to come out of it with a renewed sense of strength. And I just feel like for some of you, it's a time where you got to get enough rest. Some of you are not getting enough rest. You're not a young little skipper anymore. You're old. No, that's just for a few of you, because a lot of my subscribers are very young. But listen, you need rest, okay? Eat right, proper exercise, get enough rest. It's going to be really crucial to your health improving, man or woman. Okay? You're not the Energizer Bunny. You can't keep going and going and going. You can't. You're going to burn yourself out. So Pisces, with challenges, I feel like you're going to take each challenge one step at a time and overcome any obstacles that roll into your way. And you're not tolerating no BS anymore. You got a backbone. Yeah. Some of you are giving up. You're like quitting. You're like done. Like, this is just too hard. Some of you are like, this is too hard being in this relationship. I gotta work more than I worked when I was single. I promise you, all I had today was coffee, y'all. It's the coffee. Cafe Bustelo. Woo, some strong caffeine in that coffee. But listen, some of you have no fight left and you want to withdraw from a relationship that's really moving slow in regards to finances. Like slowful moving in finances. And you're like, God dang it, I just can't. Like, some of you, again, withdrawn, and you got to compromise if you both want this to work. Both of you got to have to learn from the past and past mistakes. Like, if you find yourself in a stubborn mood, just ask yourself, do you want to be right, Pisces, or do you want to be happy? Sometimes you got to play blind, deaf, and dumb to be happy, and I don't feel like that's genuine happiness. You know what I'm saying? At some point, there's going to be like, boom, I'm saying this, I can't take it no more. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in a new relationship, the new partner can have like a chip on their shoulder in regards to something going on with money. Maybe they don't want to invest, they don't want to pay. Like, what's going on? Like, this person is focused on their money more than you, and you're looking at them being materialistic. You're looking at them having greed. You're looking at them like, God damn, you want to kiss me or buy me some flowers, or, you know, not the same boring flowers, buy you something different. Like, some of you are just like, dang, this person's all about the money. And so there needs to be compromising. There needs to be communication. You know, there could be a blame game going on, and you can be compassionate, but remember, Pisces, you are not to blame for this person's past mistakes and failures. So don't tolerate anything from them if they're trying to take out something on you. Okay? If they're trying to take it out on you. Nah. It could you're single, Pisces, some of you are starting to feel really ready to drop your guard when it comes to love. And you're like, you know what? I don't have time to date because I'm always working. So some of you are going to drop some of those crazy responsibilities and ask other people to help you with them and take some time for yourself. You got to give yourself time. You got to give yourself time. Some of you have past relationship trauma that's left you wounded. Have you had counseling for that? Like if you were in a domestic violence past relationship. And abuse is not just physical, y'all. Abuse is financial abuse. You could be experiencing a little bit of that now. Emotional abuse, verbal abuse, mental abuse, spiritual abuse, physical abuse. Abuse is abuse. Okay? And you've learned, you've grieved, you've gotten your strength back, and you're ready to move on. You could have been so wounded that you completely gave up on love for years, and then bam, it happens. But you know, you just give yourself space to get your strength back. But don't close yourself off to the possibility of meeting someone new. Not everyone out there is going to hurt you, Pisces. There's somebody that likes you, and it could be another Pisces like you, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This person could be young and fine and want to ask you out on a date for a cup of wine. You know, and this person makes you feel young again and stuff like that. Be careful because you could get pregnant too, having too much fun out there. But listen, you know what, y'all? I forgot to write down Capricorn's title. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm about to write this down just really quick so I don't forget. Hard work, no play. That was for Capricorn, basically. Okay. But if this is representing a person, for some of you, this could be you becoming a grandparent. This could be your child having a baby, saying, Mom, Dad, I'm pregnant. You're like, oh my God, more bills. But anyway, for some of you, our grandkids are blessings, but you know they cost money. They're expensive because we want to spoil them. You know what I'm saying? I got one grandson. He's my heart. So anyway, for some of you, you could be a bit of a daydreamer, you know, intuitive too. Of course, you are psychic. But you could be a little sensitive and idealistic. And water signs sometimes are, especially Pisces. But you've gained a level of emotional maturity that allows you to be kind and compassionate and helpful and affectionate and loyal and yeah. But you ain't nobody's fool and you're nobody's workhorse and you're not taking the trash out, washing the dishes and doing everything as if you're a single girl if you got somebody with you. Hell no. I feel like for some of you, let them pay all the bills and your money you invest in you. Put it in the savings that they don't even know about. Like, did you make any money today, baby? No, I didn't. No, not at all. No. I'm just saying, some of you got too much responsibility going on. That's a stress. You got a cross that's a little too heavy to bear. And so for some of you, it's a lot. And you're pushing yourself so far that you're on the brink of a collapse, of a breakdown. Oh, Lord. You're on the brink of a breakdown? What? Is it really that bad, Pisces? Come on. Learn to say no. If someone say, hey, can you give me a ride to the other side of town? And no, I can't. I got previous plans. Like, lie. Everybody and their mama and their grandmama lie. Come on now. Nobody's perfect. That's why you gotta ask God to forgive you and repent every day. Because we're flawed humans. But lie when you need to. Let me stop. I just feel like for some of you, you could be, if you're military, you feel duty bound and resigned to your fate. But for some of you, it's, I don't know why I want to say that, y'all. What made me think military? Oh yeah, the Knight of Pentacles made me feel like military. But you know, for some of you, Pisces, definitely offloading some of your stresses, and responsibilities, leaving room for fun and dates. You want to go out, Pisces, for a drink? Sure. Let me just cancel my other 2 clients or reschedule, right? Oh, you want to meet me for lunch? Yeah, but you have to work around my clientele and I'll meet you out for lunch. Okay, money first, honey. Okay, so some of you, if you're single, again, this is offloading your burdens and stress. It's going to give you time for dating or meeting someone new and allowing fun and spontaneous energy back into your boring, dull life. And I feel like, and I'm only saying that because some of you are afraid of taking risks. And there's a risk required in everything we do in life if you really think about it. And you're taking a risk every day you wake up, every day you get in your car and drive, you're taking a risk every day. So why not take a risk in your love life? Why not take a risk on yourself and reduce burdens? Reduce responsibilities. Don't allow nothing to cause you to crumble under the pressure of excessive burdens, especially if you're in a relationship. What? Nah. I feel like you're going to find more efficient ways of doing something. And whatever the case, I feel like there's going to be like a change. You're going to delegate some of your work. Like, if you got to sweep the floor and you've been sweeping the floor at your job for the past 3 days, let Sarah over there in the corner that never does anything sweep that damn floor. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You're going to be delegating some of your work to your colleagues, to your employees, not doing too much, not burning yourself out, finding more efficient ways of doing things, Pisces. And that brings that balance to your work life. And you'll be more productive. You'll be more healthy for you, for your career in the long run. You don't ever want to bite off more than you can chew work-wise or any-wise. I feel like for some of you, correct it if that's what you did, okay? Recognize problems, take steps to get it under control, reduce your workload to a manageable level. If you're pulling overtime shifts and you got 2 jobs, what? Who's going to pay the bills if you collapse? Who's going to pay the bills if you get sick? Who's going to pay the bills if your body reminds you that you're not 21 anymore? So it's an energy here where recognize a problem, take steps to make everything in life more manageable, a more manageable level. Find ways to reduce financial burdens, excessive financial burdens, overspending. Stop that. What? Stop. Financial responsibilities is also about managing your finances and stuff like that. And some of you need to cut up those credit cards. Yeah, cut up the credit cards. Pay off that debt, right? Make easier repayment plan with your lenders. Whatever the case, I feel like Pisces, it's going to be a good move. It's going to reduce your anxieties. It's going to bring you balance in life. Making yourself sick in the name of money is not worth it. So having that moderation in everything you do in life keeps you balanced. Now, there is some discontentment here. There is some discontentment. Some of y'all do feel trapped, especially if you are involved with somebody. You jump the gun really fast, right? And you're starting to see that they have negative patterns and they're a little bit detached because they're all about their work, their career, their money, their problems, it's a bit selfish. But some of you are self-centered. I feel like for some of you, you may be jumping from one bad situation to the next without considering where the behavior is taking you. So like I said, if you were in a past abusive relationship with someone who hurt you and you found a way to escape and get out, make sure you don't turn around and invest and get back into a similar situation with a different face, different body, different name. Patterns that are not working for you, change them. Your attitude towards your life determines life's attitude towards you. It's one of my favorite quotes. It's really easy to remember, and ask yourself, if there are feelings you're trying to avoid confronting or changes that need to be made, but you're reluctant to tackle it. Whatever the case, I feel like you're tired of somebody repeating the same negative relationship patterns over and over without learning. And so you never want to rush from one bad relationship. Like, you never want to get out of a bad relationship and then 2 months later you're in another one. Like, what is that? Is anyone taking responsibility for the role they play in choosing these type of relationships and how they're ending? So slow down, figure out why a pattern keeps continuing. If you find another one bites the dust, or this is like a third marriage and you're starting to see the same negative signs that you had to dodge in your last marriage, then it's time to turn those, reflections back to self and reflect on self. Like, what am I doing here? Why am I, it could be like a vicious cycle of repeating the worst partner and holding on to someone who has run its course, someone who is not suitable for you because you fear being alone. You fear starting over. Tolerating someone trying to make you a workhorse, 50-50 bills or some crap like that. What? 50-50 my ass? I feel like for some of you, it's just really just get your own money. Just have your own money. So if it goes left, you're still standing, And it's not about a fear of being alone and starting over, but think it's a fear of failure. It's a fear of repeating a vicious cycle is more like it. And I feel like for some of you, counseling, especially if you never went for it, go for it. You'd be surprised. Especially if you feel trapped and it's all mental. It might be time to talk to somebody that's licensed that can help you. If you feel trapped, restricted, confined. Some of you feel like you just got to go with the flow and it's always about the person you're involved with. It's not about you. It's about their work, their career, their direction, their goals, their dreams. What about yours? So you don't want to lose yourself in a relationship. You don't want to lose yourself to the point where you don't even know who you are anymore. You want to stay true to who you are, what you are about, what you like, what you don't like, what you do for a living, and do it. Go after your dreams. Take advantage of whatever opportunity for self. Become self-obsessed. That's how you do it. So for some of you, if you're feeling trapped, just know there's a way you can get yourself out of a situation. If you feel trapped, it's just a perception. It may not be easy, but you can find a way to leave if you want to. If this is a marriage that's run its course and you're just afraid of starting over or embarrassed that it's not working and you just got a fear of being alone, if I were you, I would be afraid of wasting my precious time and my, fading youth on someone who is not worthy. You know what I mean? This person doesn't even take care of their damn kids. Look at this. They're not even paying their child support, their alimony, or whatever they're court ordered to do. This is, someone who has abuse of power or position. They want you subservient. They want you codependent. They want you unemployed and depending on them and their bad debt. I feel like for some of you, it's just, you don't have time for it. That's not who you are. You're all about stability, finances, independence. Don't lose yourself for the name of love. Ain't no love here anyway. I do see some cups. Okay, there's care, but there's a important self-care more than anything. This person apologizes to you a lot. Like, if you're apologizing a lot, that means you're messing up a lot. Nobody don't have time for that. Someone abusing their power over you. You may have become too dependent or subservient to this person. And then they take advantage of your good nature. They take too much. They give little back. This person might not have a lot of time because they're working. And you're like, dang, do I quit? Do I stay or do I go? Every time they apologize and say that they're going to make life easier for you, they pay a bill or something, they help you out. And then you're like, dang, I'm still feeling stuck. You got a new perspective to look at life in a different way and get yourself unstuck. And don't share your account. Like, don't share your finances. Like, don't go into a shared bank account. I don't know. Just have your own separate bank accounts. I don't know why I want to say that. I don't know. Don't sign your signature on the fine line for anybody either. I just feel like if there's a lack of balance in a relationship, it could lead to serious problems if it is left uncorrected. And, you may be putting your barriers up by not having that open kind approach to any new potential partners you meet because of the past that you've gone through. So don't do that. Keep your heart and mind open. Try to find balance. But if you're single, you're going to have to give and receive. Okay? You can't just be a taker. And you can't be selfish. It's hard work. That's why I say people got to be careful when they say, oh, I want a husband, I want a wife, I want a relationship. Okay, well, you don't get to be selfish and carefree and liberated. You don't get to Be free. Like, it's work. It's work. It's like you're clocking in every day to invest and put effort in someone else. And so it's just an energy where, you know, there could be a spirit of greed in your home. There could be a spirit of meanness. And you just, you know, it might not be you. It could be your person that has this type of energy. Okay. Because I'm getting kindness from you. I'm getting kindness and kind of like go with the flow. You're a mutable sign. You go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? You try to find your balance. But if you're single, please get out there and be open to meeting people, trusting people. Keep your eyes open. Don't allow yourself to be played. Please. And some of you, this could be unemployment or being fired or being undervalued or some type of underappreciation in your workplace. After you've been clocking in and giving your time and maybe you're not getting enough clientele or you're not getting enough hours or something. It's just like small change money that you're like, nah. You're going to find a way to balance that. Don't overspend. Start saving your money. There's nothing wrong with saving. And please, don't become a yes person. Don't kiss ass to senior positions. There's nothing wrong with getting along with your boss and coworkers, but you gotta be true to who you are and keep your self-respect at the same time. Okay? Yep. I feel like for some of you, you're going to be looking at your debt and you're going to be looking at your bad financial management and you're going to be correcting that, or you should. And I'm hearing don't be greedy. Greed, I believe, is one of the 7 deadliest sins. You know, there's always people that are judging other people. Oh, they're fat. Oh, they do this. Well, what about greed? You know, maybe you're dealing with someone who has a bit of greed. It's ugly after a while. It looks gross, like Scrooge. But be careful of fake charity scams and stuff like that. Don't get conned. This fall coming up in regards to financial matters. Some of you feel underpaid. If you haven't lost your job, you're working for change and you feel a little bit underpaid in your career. Financial woes could be made worse by that. So maybe it's time to look elsewhere in regards to a career that's more suitable or that is going to pay you for your experience and your skills and your talents, right? Yes. Some of you need to find a doctor, make that appointment, you know, get yourself checked out, take advantage of your insurance, okay? Get that copayment ready. But I feel like if there's some type of existing medical issue, they're going to find out. Maybe you just need to drink more water and rest, like I've been saying. You know what I mean? Sleep will do your body some good. Sleep and water, those are my secrets. Sleep and water. For some of you, balance, though. Definitely balance. Some of you are going to go on some like fasting, praying, meditating, stuff like that. Grounding yourself. Stepping outside in the grass without your feet, it grounds your root chakra. It makes you feel more grounded. And you're able to have an inner calm. And when you pray or meditate or fast or just take a nice bubble bath for yourself and just take time for yourself, you learn not to allow yourself to be dragged into conflict and minor issues that knock you off balance. Spirit wants you to stay balanced, okay? They don't want you taking no impulsive leaps off of cliffs with anyone or doing anything risky and dangerous. No. They want you balanced, clear-minded, calm heart, and that beautiful Pisces who you are. Some of you are finding peace and you feel content, you know? And that's beautiful, content. And I feel like Pisces, you're becoming really in touch with who you are inside and what you value and your own moral compass. And you're finding it easier to figure out your aspirations, to set yourself free, and to focus on your goals. You know what I mean? When you find that perfect balance of love, commitment, respect, work, health, all that stuff, then your soulmate comes. It shows up like, here I am. And that person usually has their nice balance of moderation in their life. And it's like the laws of attraction. You attract what you are. And so, you know, if your person's doing something that hurts your feelings and you're thinking about throwing in the white towel, and they've said things that's wounded you and done things that's hurt you and wounded you, why'd you pick this person? Look at yourself. What's going on within yourself that's creating karmic lessons for you to live and grow and learn from? So I feel like for some of you, definitely learning to balance areas in your life in order to make room for a loving partner to come in your life if you're single. And once you've done this, you will attract the right partner to you. I'm telling you, you will attract the right career to you as well. You know, if you're hoping for a promotion because you need it, be patient. Be patient. Be patient. Be patient. If you're wanting a career advancement, be patient. I don't know why I just saw December. Temperance tells you to be patient and not to jump at the first opportunity if there's a chance for something better further down the line in December. I don't know why I'm saying that. But yeah, so somebody getting baptized. I don't know why I want to say baptized, or you're baptizing people, working them with water or something like that. Why did I want to... Y'all, some of the craziest messages pop up in my mind, and I spit it out because this is a very general reading, and you just never know who will vibe or receive or resonate. So practice moderation in relation to your money. You know, if this person's not giving you money and they got you working and you paying your own bills, what's the point of being married if you're paying all your bills and your own money and everything's separated, living like freaking roommates or something? What's the point? But for some of you, again, now is a time to maintain a balance. Build your savings up, okay, at a steady pace, rather than taking risk with money or make risky investments. So don't do that. Don't take a leap of faith and a risk on a scam. Okay? But bringing health and bringing health. Well, why would I say that? Bringing yourself to control any unhealthy habits, and looking at all areas in your life where you've been overdoing it or underdoing it. Bring a balance in those areas, and it will give you that healing boost that you need. So no recklessness, no carelessness, no negligence, no stupidity. You're not doing that. You know, for some of you, you're going to hold yourself back from having the kind of love you really want. Why? You want adventure, you want to go for it, but why are you holding yourself back? For some of you, you just don't want to move anymore. You're just tired of moving. And for some of you, it's just an energy where it's like, it's exciting, but it may involve some risky behavior, you know, and you might see that. Don't turn a blind eye. If someone's doing something illegal that could affect you, it's time to say something, you know. So for some of you, you have some insecurities that could leave you feeling like your relationship is on shaky ground. I don't know why, but that is energies that I'm feeling. I just feel like that's because there's no fun. And so some of you have like a lack of faith or hope that this is going to work. There's a new beginning, whether the Fool is in reverse or not. It's a new beginning coming, but you're going to be reluctant to jump in. Like, we got to move again. We got to do this again. We got to transfer this again. Oh my God. It's a new beginning. It's coming either way, but you're going to be required to live in the moment. But it's also a sign that your excitement could cause you to be, or someone is going to be reckless. And so you want to be mindful of being irrational. You want to be mindful of that. Yeah, but definitely for some of you, there's going to be some potentially promising financial opportunities, but exercise caution. Do your homework before committing to anything and saying, yeah, I'll do it, and take a leap of faith and just dive off the cliff before you leap. You don't want to be taken advantage of. You don't want to bite off more than you could chew. Okay, so career-wise, becoming restless in your current position, you're thinking of going out on your own. Like I said, if you want to start your own business, go for it. But it takes money to make money. Okay, so you got to get your money up to make money. All right. And then also, don't be afraid to put yourself out there, assert yourself, meet new people. If you're single, don't be afraid to speak up. Okay, I'm hearing stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Some of you could be looking at buying a new home or something like that. And you're just like, oh my God, I'm moving on. From renting to homeowners for some of you. But anyway, I hope I've been very helpful in helping you resolve any issues. I hope that these messages resonated with those of you who were led to my reading. Like, comment, share, and subscribe here at Ortiz Apple Tree. Hit that bell to be notified of new reading uploads. Okay, Pisces? And until next time, again, this is Ortiz Apple Tree. Pisces, take care.